Welcome to a spirit animal message. This is a message that is also, I have a short version that is on my shorts. Feel free to check any of my shorts out. Not all of my shorts have it where I extend it and make a full-length video. For this message, we start out with visionary. And before I go any further, I want to just go over a few things of how we all have intuition. We all have the ability to read each other, to be more still in a moment where our intuition can, or not our intuition, but our subconscious can kind of come forward and give us maybe information that we wouldn't have been able to receive because our mind was too bogged down with one thing or another. Okay? And it's like sometimes in maybe what had been recently, like a time where you had to maybe be more, you had to kind of sit still a little bit, or maybe just take care of yourself a little bit more in some way. Like maybe you had something going on. I'm not sure. However, this would resonate for anyone. Visionary. Rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see through the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. So, information, it's like we have these this tube of energy that we're kind of inside of as like this physical that we can see, and then there's the energy around us that we really aren't seeing. So it's like you're it's like you're rising above the daily blah blah blahs, not to say it that way, but the stuff that kind of weighs your mind enough where it's like keeping you from being able to perceive what you recently are starting to maybe perceive more of. It's like we got this loon intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. So maybe a unique situation. It's like there's something going on where there's universe right now trying to lead you down a path. Owl magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So magic. Open your inner vision. You got visionary, giraffe, loon, intuitive, and then owl magic. And I feel like there's something that your intuition would like anyone coming here, because remember, this is for not just one person. This is kind of like a general reading through like spiritual animal messages, also just intuitive thoughts. You know, I think about how I have this globe here, and this is like the sea creatures under the water. Now imagine this is your unconscious, and this is the little surface above the water that you're utilizing, that's above ground. And all of these sea creatures are like, say, ideas that your unconscious is trying to send up to you. And these are like little creatures, little beings, right? Because sometimes thoughts become whole beings. They become whole animals, right? So I'm going to pull three. spirit animal messages from this deck. Cheetah, a decision once made will be followed by unwavering action. Cheetah, I think about that's like this creature, right? It moves incredibly fast, especially when it knows which way it wants to go. Like as soon as it knows which way it wants to go, it's one of the fastest creatures on the planet. It's like A to B, done, right? Or whatever it's chasing, it's catching, right? I don't like it because it dropped on the floor, so we're only going to take this one. Wild boar. Whatever tradition or others expect of you, only to yourself be true. So despite what others may expect, remember you need to be true to yourself, because sometimes expectations from other people can limit what we do or don't do, because we feel what other people are sort of projecting towards us, and that by itself it's like we embody more of the expectations versus our actual own selves. Wild horse. Speak your passion aloud and defend those whom you love in word and deed. So this motion, right? There's a lot of these. This is this creature of speed, and we had this creature over here of speed, the cheetah. So I think of a wild horse, how it just runs freely, right? It's this embodiment of freedom. And this card here, it was a reminder of not to do that which you are expected of, but be yourself. Let's pull some tarot and see what messages. I'm gonna shuffle them over here and just give a better message, clear message. One more time. Said not to. So we got 8 of coins and strength. There was like something that kind of fell away. It's like what was not meant for you. Like there was like a tower moment, right? Something happened. There was a tower moment. And now it's like that tower moment led to maybe spiritual, it's like you went into yourself, right? You're going more within to yourself. There is this hold, like, remember that you have all of these like coins within you, all these forms of abundance within your being that you can utilize that energy of strength. And I see this strength card, right? And I see this as like a buddy. I know this is more of, that work, and you're gonna see the fruits of your labor, right? Putting in the work. And the nine of Pentacles is like more of that. It's like just before you hit the full abundance, right? So you're putting in the pre-work for things that will bloom to that Ten of Pentacles. But I feel like to step away from just what this is and more into the intuitive of what I'm feeling. I feel like there was like a falling away, and it's leading to like spiritual heightened energy. And you're standing out as the Emperor. So you're a very strong individual. Everything's gonna work out despite something falling away. And you already know this. Like there's this inner knowing, and the inner knowing would like you to pull it out of you, I feel, is the message. And there's so many ways. You can do a meditation. I would suggest a Joe Dispenza meditation, like waking up your pineal gland, not to enhance your pineal gland, to enhance your capabilities to be intuitive, because everybody is intuitive. It is not just one person is capable and another person is not capable. Some people it's easier for them. It depends on how in harmony you are within. I'm only gonna take one, and this is from a deck called the weight of the feather. The 42 ideals of Ma'at in daily life. I'm sorry, I was just drawing a blank. Living with a feathered heart. See, there you go. Unconscious, right? That was something I knew, right, a second ago. No, I know that information. Like I've read this book several times, but my mind was doing something else, and then I shifted in this way where it was like, oh, what's that? And then I gave it a second, and it gave it to me. Intuition is a lot like that, where, sometimes it's giving yourself a chance to allow something to come forward. I regard all altars with respect. I regard all altars with respect. And this card reminds me of the High Priestess. And it's funny because that is right here. But this is not the best, I don't know, it's not the original Rider-Waite-Smith, where she normally has these two obelisks with her. I see like how this is she's pouring this water into like what's already a river. So it's like you put work into yourself, and it puts information into your unconscious, right? I always think about how this water, this unconscious, already has all information always. However, for you, what you can perceive, this is information you've poured into the unconscious. And now there might be this energy where it's trying to give you what you need for something. So I would suggest for this message to clear your energy, meditate, and really be deliberate about meditation so that you can hear your own messages. because every individual person has a hidden path always in front of them that is more in, it's like in a higher vibration. It's like when you have octaves, right? Octaves in sound. So let's say you had a lesser choice and a higher choice, and it's like where you are vibrating is what choice you're going to decide on, right? So if you're not paying attention to your intuition and you just think you know everything, you're going to go and do this other thing, and maybe your path won't be bad necessarily, but it wouldn't be in this really awesome heightened vibration, this octave higher, which is more in alignment with yourself, right? So if you become more in alignment with yourself, you can make those, higher vibrational choices because you are being that authentic you versus expectations or projections. Because there's so much societal projections. We project things onto ourselves based on friends and family who we perceive as stronger than us, possibly. That was an energy that I was feeling of, like, choices we make based on energies that feel bigger or greater than us, and that is just not true. We are all the same. We all have equal value, and sometimes it's easy for us to forget that with the base senses, but utilizing the higher senses, you get that understanding very clearly. And I pray this message helped anyone who came. And I'd like to end it here. And have a beautiful evening.